Hey, good morning, fellow Americans, patriots. How are you doing this morning? 'Tis I, Grumpy Stumpy, Fart Pants, aka whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. Well, it done snowed here last night. Look at this. So there's probably about 3 inches. They said 3 to 5 inches. Well, it's that time of year, though. It's November 2nd, so, what are you going to do? You get the lemons, you make the lemonade, right? So anyway, the lemonade. I don't know. Just wanted to check in, say hi to everybody. So thanks for subscribing and watching my silly rants. And it's just heavy on my heart, man. Get out and vote. I mean, we got to get out and vote tomorrow. What can I say? You know who I'm voting for. With good reason. I've been watching the rallies. I've been watching it's unbelievable enthusiasm. But I still, I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping for a big win, but I don't know. The left really jars me, man. And all of my fellow Pennsylvanians, well, you might have your vote changed today. You might be persuaded because Joe's gonna trot out Lady Gaga. Oh, I'll bet you guys are just waiting with bated breath to see the colossal jewels of brilliance that comes out of that slut's darkened mind, huh? Wow. Yeah, she's gonna go around and persuade us all how we need to vote for Biden. Yep, anti-fracking, anti-gas, anti-coal, anti-everything. I don't know where the electricity is going to come from, for his, whatever he said. I think he said 100 million at first because he can't remember any numbers, but then he said 100,000 or 10,000 charging stations for the electric cars. We're going to plug a cord up Gaga's ass and get electricity, you freaking idiot. Unbelievable. Right now, solar and wind is about 3% of all of our country's energy. Fine, develop it, but that don't come without carbon footprints. I love it. That's just, there's no environmental consequence to that. By clearing hundreds of acres, taking it out of forestry and farmland, and putting in solar panels to produce electricity. Again, fine if it works. It's being subsidized like crazy, but whatever. I mean, maybe its time will come someday. But we're going to transition. Well, transitioning. How many gazillion acres of solar fields are you going to put in, and wind fields? There's no consequences to the environment for that, you friggin' morons. It's like listening to little children, like literally, like 5th or 6th grade, not even 5 or 6-year-old children. So, but they're gonna trot Gaga out. So, she made this little video mocking us, Pennsylvania people in her camo and in front of a pickup truck. Really, bitch? Crawl back into the hole from whence you came out, wench. We don't need you. We'll just get along fine without you in your meat suit. So, whatever. Unbelievable. I don't want my grandchildren growing up in the Venezuelan shithole, okay? That's why I'm passionate about this, and you should be too, If you value what this country's supposed to stand for, individualism, freedom, liberty, justice, and I'm not saying, I know it's not perfect. I know there's room to improve. I understand all that. And we can sit down like, adults and discuss that. But if you're going to burn and loot, that ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. You're going to meet some opposition from me and a whole bunch of other people, especially here in Western Pennsylvania. So, I got a few stories I want to tell you about later. I'm not going to go into them now, but I'll tell you about them. Pretty interesting stuff. But anyway, for right now, look, tomorrow's the real election day. Never mind voting 6 months early and, frigging up the vote with the mail-in crap and, delays and counting ballots till, next March or however long it takes to win for the scumbag left to win. No, never mind any of that. I'm talking real stuff here. Tomorrow is D-Day. Get out and vote. And for those of you who think there's no difference, or I have a family member that thinks Trump is a tyrant, and I don't get it. I don't understand how this particular person fell asleep at the wheel. But anyway, I don't get it. I just don't understand. And because it's not perfectly 100% constitutional, you're just going to give up and give everything over to the other side and do nothing? Wow. I can't imagine. I can't imagine the founding fathers be rolling in their graves. Get out and fight. At least settle for 75 or 80%. That's how it works. You don't give up. And that applies to anybody who's thinking this way. There was a guy on Fox News a while ago, undecided voter, right? The guy voted Libertarian last time, which at least I can respect. I like a lot of the Libertarian platform, obviously. Individual Libertarian, not liberal idiot lefties. Libertarian, big difference. True liberals, true constitutional liberals, what a libertarian is. That's for liberty, not just for leftard shit, But anyway, this guy was trying to decide whether he was going to vote for Biden, who he admits, he said right in his response to the question that Joe is, when he speaks, he can't get a sentence out straight. His mind is all shot. He's obviously in advanced stages of senility, which that's too bad. But besides that, his record's been nothing but trash all his life anyway. But and then he also admits that Kamala is way too left and unexperienced to be president, and obviously one step away from being so whatever. And then his reason for not wanting to vote for Trump is he belittled Laura Ingraham for wearing a mask at one of the rallies. Really? Well, first of all, Laura Ingraham and Trump seem to get along good. She's interviewed him a million times. Secondly, Trump's a ball buster, so you don't think he was kidding or whatever, just being sarcastic. He's a bit of an asshole sometimes with that stuff. Great, I love it myself, but I can see where people say, oh, he's mean, or he's a guy. He says what's on his mind, whatever. Okay, but now you're going to compare that and his record to Kamala Harris, who's, I don't know. I mean, what do you call her? I don't even know what you would call her. She's so far to the left and so unexperienced and such a ditz. And Joe Biden, who's basically lost his marbles and was a puppet anyway. This is what this guy's undecided about, whether he should vote for them because Trump made fun of or belittled Laura Ingraham for wearing a mask. I mean, it's like, wow. Like, I can't get my mind wrapped around these people. It's like, wait, first of all, what difference does it make? What Trump said to Laura Ingraham will fire it right back at him. She's a big girl. It's like, and this is how you compare. I mean, I'm just using an example, but it's just bizarre how these people think or don't think. I don't know what to say. But anyway, it's just, whatever. Just get your butts out and vote, Get out and vote and think about all the people who have died for the right for you to get out and vote. And for these people who say, well, it doesn't matter, my vote doesn't count. Yes, it does count. It does count, because a lot of these elections, especially local elections and representatives and Senate and congressional races and state, congressional seats and representative seats. Some of these votes are are literally within a few thousand votes or a few hundred votes. So yeah, it does matter. And and on the presidential election, yeah, we can get into the electoral college, which was there for a very good reason. You know, to represent the underpopulated areas, which is a good thing. But it still matters. It still matters. So go out and vote. Pennsylvania, all you guys, you folks in Pennsylvania, we are a pivotal state in this election, if not the pivotal state. Get your asses up and get out and vote. And here's to it, guys. Let's win. Okay? Get out and vote. Trump 2020. I'm out of here.